Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. Today we are here with another dimension of things fall apart. We are going to discuss the impact of colonial arrival and the colonial settlers on the society of Igbo. Now we are going to compare whether this impact or the effect or the arrival was good for the society of Igbo and the people of Igbo society or not, and what differences were made by the arrival of European settlers. Now, like we all know, things fall apart. The very title suggests that in the novel, things will going to be falling apart, because this title is taken from a poem. So we come to we get a good idea that things are going to fall apart, things are going to get disturbed, and the whole fabric of the society is going to be disturbed. So this clearly indicates, this clearly tells that the impact of the arrival of the settlers or the movement of settlers into this Igbo society is not going to be good or is not going to be positive. Yet we can compare whether the impact was good or bad. The first thing that we are going to discuss is that this Igbo society before the arrival of the European settler was very much democratic society. Like democratic in a sense that whenever they would be discussing something, whenever they had to have an idea or an opinion about something, so the whole tribe would be sitting in a white place and they would discuss and they would throw an idea or coin an idea, and everyone was having the right to discuss everything, to give his opinion or her opinion, and then like by the elders or the elders of the clan, they would come to a conclusion or they would come to an answer. So in this way, this was a democratic society. Everyone was given their own right to express his views or her views, and then a consensus or a conclusion would be made based on everyone's right. So we get to this idea that everyone was having freedom of expression and the right to express his heart out. Like there was not something that then an idea would be like coined by the elder and it would be imposed on all. No, it would have to be like agreed by or agreed upon by all the members. Like we can see that when a tribe member of another, or Yumofian, or a tribe member of a Ikimofina sort of a tribe member, when that tribe member kills a woman of Igbo tribe or Igbo society, so what they do, they all sit together and they discuss the matter, and then they come to a conclusion. They do not go to war directly. They do not inflict war on the other community without having discussion. So what they do, they discuss it and then they come to a conclusion that what they have to do in the future. So this tells us that this Igbo society was a democratic society. Everyone was having a right to express. When the European arrivals or the European settlers, they come to this Igbo society, this democracy or this notion of democracy is vanished. Like then everything is being inflicted or imposed by the commissioner, by the settlers, by those rulers. They do not ask the views, they do not ask the traditions, they do not ask the opinions of the people. Whatever they feel is good, they do it. Like वो ये नहीं पूछते कि उन लोगों की ज़रूरियात क्या हैं. They do not get to know the basic necessities. They do not understand what is basically the demand of the Igbo society. Like what the Englishmen feel good, they do it without having any knowledge of the society or without having any prior knowledge of the traditions and customs of that Igbo society. So this is the first comparison, that Igbo society was very democratic. When the arrival is done by the European settlers, then the democracy is vanished and this is a sort of dictatorship. This is sort of that the community is then governed by English rules. This is the first comparison. The second one is that in Igbo society there was a justice system. Now what is that justice system? Like the justice system is very much impartial. If someone commits a wrong deed, if someone commits a crime, he is given a chance that he can clarify himself, he can justify himself, and afterwards the verdict or the decision is taken. लाइक ऐसा नहीं होता कि आपने कोई गलती की है और बिना आपको आपको एक चांस दिया जाए कि आप अपनी सफाई पेश करें और आपको एक सज़ा दे दी जाए. नो, दिस इज़ नॉट द वे हाउ ओकोनकोव पीस ऑफ वीक जो होता है, in that piece of week Okonkov beats his wife. Now the court, a tribal court is sitting over there and they asks him why he beats it, and he gives his justification, and then he is given a punishment, not because he has beaten his wife, because he has justified himself, but he is given punishment on the course that he has violated the rules of peace, that weak peace or that week of peace. So उसके बिना पर उसे एक सज़ा दी जाती है. So this tells us कि ये जो कोर्ट्स का सिस्टम था या जो जस्टिस का सिस्टम था इग्बू ट्राइब में, दैट वाज वेरी मच इम्पार्शल. वो पार्शल नहीं था कि आप किसी की बात ना सुने और उसको सज़ा दे दी जाए. एज़ कम्पेयर टू द इंग्लिश कोर्ट सिस्टम और इंग्लिश जस्टिस सिस्टम, इट वाज पार्शल सिस्टम. वाई? बिकॉज अगर आपने इंग्लिश रूलर के ख़िलाफ़, अगर आपने ब्रिटिशर के ख़िलाफ़, अगर आपने उस डेप्यूटी कमिश्नर के ख़िलाफ़, इफ़ यू से समथिंग और इफ़ यू सेड समथिंग, they would just inflict punishment on you. They would not ask the reasons, they would not ask for anything, they would just go and they would give you a punishment. और इस तरह के कई केसेस में होता है. when the people of the Igbo society they go to the deputy commissioner's office and they want to raise a voice for themselves, they are given punishment, they are being beaten over there inside the office. Similarly, when the Igbo people, they burn the church, they are given the punishment. So these English rulers or these colonizers, they do not ask for the justification, they do not ask for the reason, and without coming into contact with those native people, they just give them punishment. So we can have another comparison that the justice system before the arrival of the colonizers in Igbo society was very much impartial, but when they come, the justice system becomes partial. Now the third case, in that Igbo society, there were festivals, there were gatherings, there were so many gatherings when the whole clan or the whole tribe would come and they would enjoy and they would feast together and they would celebrate it and they would dance and they would sing. This shows that there was a strong bond between them. There was a strong bond of love, there was a strong bond of peace between them or among them. But when the Europeans come, this bond gets weakened. Why? Because some of them are treated good, some of them are treated bad. I'm talking about the natives. Some of the natives are treated good, some of the natives are treated bad. So what happens? The bond gets weakened, and in this process, what happens that familial bond, that tribal bond is getting vanished, and then there are no more gatherings, no more festivals, no more celebrations, and no more joys and happiness. So this is the third point that comes along the way. Then the fourth thing is that before the arrival of the colonizers, respect is earned in Igbo society. Now respect could be earned by three different ways. Like a person who could beat the strongest man in the clan or in the tribe would be given respect. As in the case of Okonkov, Okonkov beat all of them and he is known in all 9 tribes in the surrounding. So it means he was the strongest man. This was one way of earning respect. The second way was that a person with many wives would be respected. Now again, this is a symbol of valor, this is a symbol of bravery, that a person who was strong or who would be strong would be offered many wives. Why? Because he would be strong and he would have the responsibility. So that was the second way of earning a respect. And the third method of earning respect was that the person who would produce many yams. Now what was the procedure of producing many yams? Yams was a crops sort of thing. What was that procedure? A person with many wives would be producing many yams. Why? Because women had to work in those fields. So these were the three ways or the three methods to earn a respect. As compared to the era of the European settler, there was no such way of bravery or respect. Why? Because those who were good, who were helping for the settlers, they would be respected by the settlers, and then people of the natives had to respect them. Why? Because they would be like the bridge between them. So that concept of that cultural concept, or that identity concept of respect for the native got vanished when the Europeans came. So again, this is a third impact. Like, we can compare that they were having a concept of respect in other terms. When the Europeans come, the concept of respect got something else. Then the fourth thing is that those Igbo people, they were very much content with their own language and their own proverbials form, their own idioms. They were having love, or they were in love with their own language. They would prefer their own language, because they would not go out of their own tribe. They would live in their own world. They had no contact with the other world. So their own language was superior for them. Their own language was superior for them in terms that it was the carrier of their culture, it was the carrier of their tradition, and it was the carrier of their own identity. But when the Europeans came, what they did, they just ignored their Igbo language, their own native language, and they inflicted English language. They were supposed to learn English language. They were supposed to learn and get educated and communicate in the English language. Why? Because this was the only way to communicate with those settlers. So these were some of the effects. Like, the first one was that that democratic society, it got vanished. Then the justice system got partial. Then gatherings and festivals got vanished. Then respect and the concept of respect got vanished. And in the last, we know that language, which is the carrier of identity, got vanished. So this was the impact of the arrival of colonizers on the society of Igbo. I hope the concept is clear. If there is any question, you can put it into the comment box. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.